Happy Thursday, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic day. It's National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, which I will be wearing my shirt very soon to show my appreciation to those people that have unfortunately went through those types of turn of events, right? There's a lot of cool history involved in Aboriginal people, and what I mean by that is a lot of traits that they had in their culture that were suppressed by people, and I will be talking about one of those today. First off, though, there has been a lot of cyber attacks happening, and not just like towards the government. One of the hardest places to get into, not like a CIA agent type of thing, or like whatever, like a Pentagon thing. This is a regular person that has been living their life, and then someone goes out and cyber attacks them, and they're extorting them, I guess, or whatever the word is, forcing money out of the people so then they can steal it and put it in their greedy souls, so maybe it'll fill some voids inside of them. Although that really doesn't make a huge impact. I don't know what's going on with all this or why these cyber attacks are happening. One lady was in the hospital delivering a baby, and had she known that these cyber attacks were happening inside of her hospital that she was in, this was in Alabama, so it was actually a place called Spring Hill. No one from the hospital informed this lady, and I guess her name was Kid, so I sort of got like stuck there for a second in my mind, like, who the hell names their self Kid? Like, hey kid, like, that's a good name. Way to be a really creative parent. Be like, wow, you know, you'll just be living in the gray area your entire life, right? So according to the lawsuit that happened, which is pretty much about the cyber attack that's happening when this lady delivered her daughter. And what happened was the doctors and nurses missed a number of key tests that would have shown that the umbilical cord was wrapped around the baby's neck. And that's how like messed up this gets into. Like, they're hacking into systems that would otherwise have people being born. Like, you're not just talking about killing one person, you're killing their unborn child or the child that's being born, right? You are out there with malicious intent to kill these people. And I think that's absolutely insane. I wonder how fat and disgusting those people are on the other end, or how skinny and gross they are and anemic from all the lack of nutrition and food that they're eating to actually have to go in and try to get $1 billion out of someone. I bet even if these people had, like, you know, $10,000 in their bank account, they'd be fine. Like, they're just trying to extort more and more money off of these people, and it's ultimately ending into people dying in the end. So the child was passed away about 9 months after due to brain damage 9 months later. So that's very sad to hear that ever happened with people going around and doing cyber attacks onto other people. That's very, it's not a really common act, but there were around 800 attacks. 850 healthcare networks and hospitals in the US have actually been affected by ransomware so far this year alone. So that just shows that there are a lot of people that are infected in each area by people going out and just vindictively destroying the livelihood of other people. And to take away from someone and have that, you have to see that this is a small problem, but it's big enough to be a big problem. Like, why this is happening, we have to like look into it more. This isn't a small problem anymore. Like, go into it. Like, do something about it. Like, can't just stoke the flame and like throw gasoline on it and expect something good to happen from that. Like, come on. We need to figure out what's going on. These cyber attacks are getting so intricate in their design, attacking different types of systems that otherwise normally people wouldn't be able to attack into. So obviously they're going in, they're digging into it really good. Majorly though, as a regular person, you may not be affected by these at all. Maybe for fun from like a little kid learning how to do it. Other than that though, a lot of people do take pride and feel really good when they do horrible things to other people. I think maybe if you have like antisocial personality disorder, you might do that. I know that from personal experience by others that I may have known that had that. And then you sort of like leave and not be with them because obviously they're doing bad things to you. And a lot of comorbids with personality disorders. You have to sort of figure out what's going on because there's a lot of bad stats that people do with antisocial personality disorder. It's called antisocial for a reason. Like, let's figure this out, people. Let's not go against the natural human nature of communication and the ethical law of normal rule for people. So let's not destroy our relationships like that. So yeah, that did happen. Experts say cybersecurity experts particularly worry about attacks on healthcare facilities. That's what they say, which makes sense. Although, like, it may be difficult to get into and stop what's going on, but 850 cases of it for years. They've grimly waited for the milestone of the first confirmed death due to a hospital ransomware. It was bound to happen at some point. Like, these people don't care about others, and it's sick. It should have stopped a while ago. Time is money, and money's time. But we got to think about it. If we work better as a community, it doesn't matter. All the people sitting down that aren't really doing anything with their life, sitting down there just wasting away, people feel like they need a better place in life, and sometimes that can lead to like drug abuse and such, right? Other people with mental illness, they go into different areas of life. I think an immaculate disproportion of people not really doing anything to benefit society as a whole and put one foot in front of the other is really what's causing a lot of these drastic issues inside of life itself. So yeah, it's an awful thing. But they say that they've been expecting this for years to happen because things go wrong eventually. Someone's going to die. So maybe they are stopping some of the issues going on. Another story says that a German woman died in 2020 after being rerouted to a different emergency room because everything was just getting fucked up because of ransomware. The government authorities later found that there wasn't sufficient enough evidence that the ransomware played a key role in the death. Yet this is happening. People that go after and like hack into things, oftentimes they do take extreme pride in what they do. And I'm not just saying that. Like, if you go into really big nutcases that love going into things, love hacking and doing like programming, sometimes you can feel really untouchable by just going in there and not doing anything. This video isn't to encourage people to do that at all, and not to show how easy it is. But when you can get away with something completely or majorly, it makes people feel on top of the world. So it's like a higher ego boost than everyone else. Oh, it's like all about me. Yeah, so I guess like these things, they're happening in real life and they have to be stopped. So anyways, I just wanted to bring that up today. But in the good news today, what I really wanted to bring is the Day of National Truth and Reconciliation. I'm wearing this shirt right now. Give me a second. There we go. I changed into a new shirt. I hope everyone likes it. It's as orange as it gets today. Like, I went to Value Village. Come on, like, don't judge me too hard. Like, all the orange shirts were sold out. I did what I could. But yeah, this is my orange shirt today. And to show appreciation, I guess, this is it here. Now, just to keep in mind, like, I'm not like the biggest person that like knows everything about being like an Aboriginal person. In fact, I'm not even Aboriginal. Like, I'm just a white person that says, hey, look, I'm wearing orange. I'm not trying to go like this. I'm just trying to like show and raise awareness, and then people will understand what actually happened. But if you want to, you can check out my other video that I have, podcast, National Truth and Reconciliation Day, with one of my buddies. His name's Jake. He's Aboriginal. He's from the Chippewa group, and I think that's pretty cool. So yeah. Anyways, I might go out and get another shirt after this. The Inuit people have a lot of cool background history that I didn't know, and I just want to show a little bit of that. You can see the lady here has her face tattooed. Something to do with like an oil lamp, and the I guess they call them the Inuk people, and yeah, they speak a cool language. So yeah, they go into like describing how they get their tattoos and stuff. Shit's still recording. This is their story here with how they do it.
For millennia, tattooing was a cultural practice for Inuit women. The traditional method, using thread-like material made from caribou sinew, was soaked in seal oil and soot, poked with a bone needle, then sewed into the skin. Today, they use ink.
That hurts.
They have stories behind them. They have proud roots in Inuit culture. So while they do represent women, they represent Inuit women.
Anyways, that's really it that I'd like to show. The Inuit people, their culture with the way that they're needling. Needling, I don't even know if that's a word. Needling, who the hell says that? Like, come on. And then they took it, and then like it goes right underneath the skin. Like, I remember seeing people like with a nail and something, like put it in with a hammer like this. Like, now we're using needles and putting it through and just sewing ourselves up so we look like a big tattoo afterwards. But yeah, nowadays they use ink and such. And I'll leave a picture down like over here somewhere. That's usually where I leave pictures. You can check that out. Anyways, I'd like to thank everyone for staying here and watching. If you did, remember, like, I'm not the spokesperson for Aboriginal people. Yeah, I'm just raising awareness as a person, like, not just to say that's it. Like, there are still issues that are going on, and they will be working at it other than just this day as well. And yeah, cyber attacks are wild, getting out of hand, and people are dying from them with ransom and such. Like, attacking hospitals, just ultimately killing people. And that's just a new crime that I guess has been happening for the last many years, and they try to do what they can to stop them. But yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do what you want to do, and thank you very much for watching me if you have been watching me this whole time. Thanks. Bye.